Hello, welcome to Vinyasa Yoga. My name is Monica and I'm going to be your yoga instructor today. So all you're going to need is some space to do yoga and maybe some music if you're feeling like you want some music, anything works. And that's about it. So let's jump right in. So let's start kind of at the top of your mat or your yoga space and in mountain pose. So standing tall with your palms facing forward maybe, or if you prefer to just have them at your side, you can do that. And just getting tall here, grounding down through your feet, taking a deep breath in, closing the eyes, and breathing it out. Do that 2 more times. Deep breath in and out. In and out. Breathing in, reaching the arms up above your head. And exhaling, bringing it down to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep your knees soft or really bent, especially if you feel stiff in the hamstrings. Exhaling down, planting the hands, stepping back to downward dog. Find your breath here. So today we're going to flow a lot through some poses, and I welcome you to make this whatever you need it to be. So if you need to spend some more time in child's pose than IQ, or you want to add push-ups, or whatever you're feeling, I really want you to curate this practice to be whatever you need. So let's bring this to a plank or a knee plank. And then from here, keep your elbows really close in towards your rib cage as you lower your chest all the way down to the ground. Inhale for a baby cobra, lifting up. Exhale down and make your way back, maybe through all fours and then to downward dog. Take a breath here. And on an inhale, walk or step up to the hands. Exhale down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. And inhale, reverse swan dive up, sweeping the arms to the side and reaching up. Hands come to the heart, close your eyes, find your breath, and become very present and still on your mat. So as we continuously move throughout the practice, just enjoy flowing through the moment. All you need to be doing now is this. This is where you belong right now. And just make it your mission to flow, to feel well from moment to moment. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, soft knees or a large bend in your knees, up to you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back to downward dog. Inhale to plank or knee plank. Exhale to lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale down and make your way back to downward dog. Inhale brings you back up to the top of your mat. Exhale down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Great, so we're doing some sun salutations here, kind of warming the body up. Maybe your body's already warmed up. If you want to take this down a level, you can always skip the kind of yoga push-up. You could do a little bit of this on your knees, kind of a child's pose variety, or you could just do kind of the up and down forward fold without going onto your hands. So do what you need to do. We're going to do that a few more times. So inhale, reach the arms up, stretch. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to downward dog. Inhale, inhale to plank. Exhale to lower your chest down towards the ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale down, make your way back to down dog. Inhale to walk step or lightly hop up towards your hands. Exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Great. So now in silence or to your music, we're going to do that together one more time right now. So move with your breath, take your time. It's not a rush. Just enjoy each posture, each moment. When you're ready, find your mountain pose, eyes closed with the hands together. Very nice. Reaching the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the hips as you hinge forward at the hips. And then stepping the left foot far back. Pose with your right foot forward. So with pyramid pose, the legs are straight and you get a stretch in the back of the right hamstring here. So if you want to use yoga blocks or a water bottle or something to bring the floor closer to you, that's beneficial because then you're not bending in your back as much and you're getting more of the stretch in your hamstring where you should. You also could put your hands on your upper thigh, not on your knee, and get the stretch this way. So see how my back is flat and I'm feeling the stretch through the hamstring. You also have the option, if you'd like, to bring the hands towards the ground. And notice if you really have your hips turned with the left hip opening to the left. And if you can, try to square your hips to be more even with each other. If your back feels really lifting and this feels really intense, you can always shorten your stance. If it feels good, you could let the head drop as well. So lots of options here in pyramid. Breathe. And then we're going to turn this into triangle pose. So I want you to turn the left toes to face out to the left. And then bring the right hand to the thigh. And first we're just gonna start really open. So opening the left arm up towards the ceiling, you're opening up to the chest. And you can stay here and remember to keep a slight bend in the right knee. Or if you'd like, you can bring the right hand down further towards the shin, ankle, a block, or the floor. So again, you might be feeling some hamstring stretch here. You should be opening up through the chest. And anything that feels uncomfortable or not quite right, make the appropriate adjustments. Everyone's body is different, and I want you to try to modify it accordingly. Figure out what feels good. All right, we're gonna cartwheel that left hand down and frame the right foot with both hands. Coming into a runner's lunge off of the back heel, coming here. So the right foot's forward, all 10 toes are facing forward. Nice. Maybe taking a twist here. You can either drop the back knee or keep it lifted as you open up your right arm to twist to the right. Breathing here. And then bringing that hand down, we're gonna step back to child's pose and bringing both knees down, bringing the hips back towards the heels, and perhaps resting the forehead down. Now, if this is pretty bendy for you, or it's a little stiff, uncomfortable, you can always keep the hips up higher. If this bothers your knees, you could put some padding underneath the knees. So again, adjust accordingly. But try to let go of the practice so far and just find your breath coming into the present moment. Notice what it feels like as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Great, coming up onto all fours and then making your way up to down dog. So pressing into the hands, hips up and back, and then however you'd like to get there, we're going to step, hop, or walk up to the front of the mat, forward fold, and then reverse swan dive up, sweeping the arms out to the side and reaching up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come to the hips as you hinge forward, soft knees, stepping the right foot back, setting up for a pyramid pose on the left side. So again, you could stay here, you could grab blocks, you could bring the hand to the thigh, or the hand towards the ankle or floor, totally up to you. Feeling that hamstring stretch in the back of the left leg. Perhaps you also feel some balance challenge here. Connect with your breath. And if your hips are kind of open to the right, close them kind of towards the front. Rotate them towards the front. Breathe, relax. And when you're ready, turning this into pyramid pose. So turning the right toes out to the right, and then starting with the left hand on the left thigh. So reaching that right arm up towards the sky. So maybe you kind of stay here, opening up to the chest, or you can bring the hand down further on the leg or towards the floor or on a block. So totally up to you as you kind of focus on opening up through the chest, and you might feel a stretch in the back of the leg, and avoid fully locking the knee. Keep it slightly bent. Maybe smile here. Feel how good it feels to stretch and be open. And then cartwheeling the hands down to frame the left foot, coming into your runner's lunge. And then option to drop the back knee or keep it lifted as you twist open to the left. Bringing that hand back down and then planting the hands and stepping back to downward dog. Deep breath in here, deep breath out. Inhale, walk, step, or lightly hop up towards the hands, and exhale, forward fold. And then slowly uncurling the spine, coming up towards standing. Making your way up to mountain pose. So if you're on carpet, this part will be more challenging, but that's like bonus. More balance challenge is a good thing. So we're gonna put weight into the left foot and then begin to lift the right foot off of the ground. Great. So you could come into tree pose here, or you can come into a figure 4. So tree pose would be planting the right foot on the inside of the calf or of the thigh. Figure 4 stretch or pose would be with the ankle above the knee on the left. So finding your pose, maybe bringing your hands to a prayer position. Breathe. If you're doing figure 4, you could try to sit down in kind of a chair posture as well. And if you lose your balance, simply come back to it. Part of the best part of balancing postures is you kind of get to work on mental fortitude as well. So finding your perseverance, digging deep, using kind words with yourself instead of getting frustrated. If you're here, you're also welcome. You could bring the hands toward the ground, towards a forward fold. And if you're really feeling bold or / you've worked on this before and feel like it's a good idea right now, you could try an arm balance where you would plant the hands and glue the right knee to the right elbow, and then your right ankle would go to your left elbow. And then you could play around with lifting your left foot off of the ground. So that's one option. Many options. Play around here wherever you are. If you are in tree, you could work on lifting the arms above the head. Maybe closing one or both eyes. Lots of options. So make this fun. Make this what you feel like doing right now. And then when you're ready, slow, controlled, bring it back down. Shake it off a little bit. Shake your head out. Maybe roll your neck around. And we'll take a little stretch before we do the other side, kind of reset. So bring the right toes back and to the left, kind of diagonal. And we're going to stretch the right side of the body. So bring the right arm up and over. Grab the right wrist with the left hand and stretch. Breathe. And then relax, other side, left foot back and to the right as you stretch the left arm over. And relax, great. Okay, balancing on the right foot now. So you could be in tree pose. You could have your toes on the ground, shin or thigh. Or you could take a figure 4 stretch, which would be putting the ankle onto the right knee. Keep in mind this position is not for everybody's hip. In particular, my left hip doesn't go the same way. So maybe you don't take this one, maybe you don't try the balance, maybe you do, whatever you want to do. If you are taking the figure 4 situation, you could go into a chair. You could work on the balance pose, or if you're in tree, you could stay here. Remember, if you lose your balance, come back to it. Positive self-talk is the key to surviving this, people. You can stay here, you can close the eyes. Ooh. Whatever you're doing, make it fun, make it funky. Yoga doesn't have to be super serious all the time. Be playful. Even if you're by yourself, just be joyful, playful. Let the childlike spirit within come out. This is fun stuff. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna bring it back down, slow and controlled, shake it out. And we're gonna reach the arms up above the head, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, downward dog. And then slowly, gently bring the knees down towards the ground. We're gonna come to a puppy pose. So puppy is with the hips up in the air in line with the knees. And then you're walking the hands out. So it's kind of a shoulder opener. If this is uncomfortable for you in any way, you can take any other variation. Bringing the forehead down. Breathe. And then slowly lowering yourself down towards your stomach, coming to a Sphinx pose with the elbows underneath the shoulders. Keep the neck nice and long so you're not looking straight forward. You're looking down towards the ground. Breathe here. Notice how you feel. Try to relax the belly. Great. Now, I want you to weave the left arm underneath your body with the palm facing up. So left arm goes out to the right, and you bring the right leg up like a frog leg, okay? From here, you're going to open the right arm up towards the ceiling. So you're kind of getting an upper back opening twist here. If this is uncomfortable, maybe you try to move the hips back a little bit more, adjust as you need. Try to find your breath, maybe close your eyes. Try to find the moment where the inhale becomes the exhale. And then bringing that back and switching sides. So bring yourself back onto your stomach, back into your Sphinx pose. And then you'll be weaving the right arm through to the left, palm facing up, bringing the left leg to a frog-like position as you open the left arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe you notice a difference between the two sides. And you might feel an opening in the shoulder or the upper back, chest. Bringing yourself back onto your stomach. And then bringing yourself back to child's pose. Sinking your hips back towards your heels, bringing the hands towards the feet, maybe giving your feet a little massage here if you can reach, if you're comfortable. You're also welcome to take any other posture here that you feel like if this deep child's pose is not your thing. Deep breaths. Great, coming back up onto all fours. I want you to try to activate the lower abdominals here. Keep the neck nice and long, gazing down at the ground. Lift the right arm up, thumb pointed up towards the ceiling. And then bring it down. Lift the left arm up, thumb pointed towards the ceiling. Bring it down, right leg. Notice how my trunk is staying still. So I want you to think about using all of your muscles here. The limb is moving, but you're controlling what the trunk and the hips are doing with your muscles. Left leg and down. One more time, right arm and down. Nice and controlled. Take your time. Left arm and down. Right leg and down. Left leg and down. And take a couple cat and cows here now. So relaxing the abs and just letting yourself come up with your tailbone and your head. Let the belly drop down. And then exhaling, the tailbone comes down, the head comes down as you arch up. Inhale one way. Exhale up. Continue with your own breath. So Vinyasa can be pretty challenging because it's all about linking your breath with your movement. So when I say inhale this or exhale that, that can be really hard to control. And it's really important to just move with your own breath and kind of just take my suggestions as a guide and just do as long and deep of breaths as you can and move with that. All right, coming back to neutral and then coming to a seated position. So maybe bringing the legs out to the side and then forward in front of you. So we're coming to this position with the knees in front and the feet in front. So we're going to do a little bit of a flow here, and it's going to start with a pretty relaxing posture. So I want you to kind of bring your elbows around your knees and clasp your hands together. And I want you to be able to kind of hunch forward here. So to whatever degree is comfortable for you. So maybe you're able to bring your head all the way down, kind of being supported by your knees, your arms. If that feels like super far for you, you could put your head in your hands. This probably makes me look really sad sitting like this, but it's just a yoga pose. Don't worry. Just relax here. Try to turn all the muscles off. See if you can melt. Okay, so now we're going to come up, and I want you to really think about turning the belly on, and then you're going to turn the upper back muscles on and open the arms up to a cactus position. Slightly bring the chin in, really long spine here. So you got lower belly pulling in, upper back muscles pulling back, and then the deep neck muscles pulling in. And then relaxing it back down. Maybe the hands come to the feet this time. Find whatever is the most restful posture here, where you're just completely relaxed forward. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So inhale. Reaching the arms back to cactus. And so there's a difference here between arching and turning the abdominals on, which is what I want you to do. So pulling the belly button back towards the spine. So you're really neutral here versus arched. But then the upper back is really, you're extending it, using your middle traps here, slightly bringing the chin in. Breathe. You got it. Strong, tall, perfect posture here. And then relax it down. Find your restful pose. You're in your little cocoon. Last one, coming back up. Chin in, low abs in, upper back. Really finding that posture where you're drawing the shoulder blades together behind you. And then relax down, exhale. Find your restful pose one last time. Great, coming back up and then extending the left leg out straight and the right leg opens up to the right. So the kind of in a tree pose position. From here, sitting up tall, if you feel like your hamstrings are a little bit stiff, you can bend the knee a little bit and this will help you kind of stay here. So you're here or you're here. Take a little stretch forward first. So bending forward, maybe the leg is bent or straight. Maybe reaching towards the foot, maybe just reaching down towards the ground, thinking about hinging at the hips. And then coming back up. And then taking a side bend to the right. So bringing the right hand to the ground, reaching up and over to the left. So you should feel a stretch in the left of your side. And then coming back up. Beautiful, switching the legs. So now the right leg is straight. The left knee is kind of in this tree pose position. First, bending at the hips and folding forward. Again, you could have the knee bent or straight. Coming back up, taking your little side bend to your left, arching up and over towards the left knee. And then bringing it back to center, and then both legs out straight. And if there's anything else you need to do here before we lay on our backs, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I really encourage you to stay with me for this very important, relaxing part where we wrap everything up together in a nice bow. So laying down on your back, or if you prefer to sit, you could sit for the final Shavasana. You could lay with your legs up a wall like this, or you can have your knees bent. Whatever is most comfortable. And I want you to close your eyes. Go to your happy place. So maybe you can imagine a very restful place for you. Maybe you've gone on vacation somewhere really beautiful, or your bedroom is really relaxing to you, or like whatever you can picture that just brings you peace. So go to that place in your mind. And notice if your jaw is clenched and try to unclench your jaw. Notice if your tongue is pressed up on the roof of your mouth and try to relax your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Allow your eyeballs to fall deep into their sockets. Feel your body relaxing and melting. Just allowing your body to be breathed, allowing your heart to be beat. You're just letting this moment happen as it is. You're exactly where you need to be. Everything's happening exactly as it should. You belong here in this moment of self-care. Just allowing a sense of peace to wash over you as you picture this kind of happy place you've envisioned. Almost like you can just feel your heart rate dropping, your blood pressure dropping. You just are utterly relaxed and in tune with yourself here. No worries, no problems. It's just you taking care of you, giving yourself permission to relax. You deserve this moment. Giving yourself this moment of self-compassion, relaxation, peacefulness. Taking a deep breath in and out. Taking a deep breath in and out. Another deep breath in and out. If you feel like you want some more time here, please pause, keep it up. If you're ready to re-enter your day or your evening, you can start by moving your fingers and your toes, maybe rolling onto one side, keeping your eyes closed, maybe pressing up to a seated position. And then bringing the hands to the heart. You know, yoga takes a lot of discipline, and if you made it this far, I'm so proud of you. Even if you didn't do everything, that's not what it's about. It's about you showing up for yourself, being a part of this cool yogi community, and doing something good for your soul. And with that, I will leave you. I bid you peace the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.